Friday's Hope. Friday's Hope today, hope for today and every day. Hope for everyone. Friday's Hope. That's what we're about, is sharing the hope that we all have, even when we're going through difficult circumstances. We all have hope and we all have a future, even if we're in the middle of difficult circumstances. We all have hope and a future. It's been promised to us. Most especially, it's been promised to us in the Word, Jeremiah 29:11, which says, "I know the plans I have for you," declares the Lord, plans for good, not calamity, plans with a future and a hope. And that's what we're here tonight, to share hope with you, to help you see you have a future, and to help you see things more positively. My name is Sue Barnhart. I am a minister of the Worship Center in Dixon, as well as a mom, grandmom, and great-grandmom. And I've been through quite a few things in my life. I am not a doctor or a therapist, but I have met with many people and ministered to many people. And I've struggled with some things myself. So I'm just sharing some things that have helped me and others. And I hope they'll help you too. So here's some words we've probably heard either in school or at job. Ready? Pay attention. How many of us have heard that from school teachers when we're looking out the window or at a meeting where we're obviously doodling on the pad versus listening? Usually it's because we're spacing out, looking out the window, doing some mindless things, and we're not paying attention to the person speaking or leading the class or the meeting. But today, I want to share another reason to pay attention, and it's for our mental health. And I don't necessarily mean pay attention to the difficult things. I'm talking about paying attention to the things that will help us. There are many, many good things that happen to us in a day. But do we remember those things, or do we concentrate on the bad things? What does our mind think of all day long? What do we pour into ourselves all day long? What are some things that are going through your mind right now as you're watching this? See, Scripture says in Philippians 4:8, and this is the New Living Translation, "And now, dear brothers, one final thing. Fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Sorry, can't say that word. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise." Fix your minds. Get your minds wrapped around those things that are worthy and excellent. So many times our minds are fixed on all the other stuff. But God says in His Word to fix our minds on things that are worthy and excellent, worthy of praise and excellent. What are your thoughts fixed on? And does your mind race with all those thoughts your mind is fixed on? Are they good thoughts? Or do you struggle with running the bad thoughts in your mind over and over again? So many of us struggle with that. That is an issue with many, many people. And it's so bad for us. It just takes us down into the deepest depression, loss of hope, like this is never going to get better. Thoughts can cause the brain chemicals to either get better or worse. Worry. Oh, how many people have struggled with worry? Can cause ulcers, panic attacks, heart disease, high blood pressure, depression, phobias, anger issues, and so many other ailments. If you already have one of those, worry and those thoughts of struggle are only going to make it worse. Your blood pressure is not going to go down because you're thinking of those difficult things over and over again. Your blood sugar is not going to be better or it's not going to be stable if you continue to think over and over on those bad things. It's only going to get worse. Running those negative thoughts through your mind again and again can also cause the brain, chemicals in your brain to change. So that the norepinephrine levels, the ones that cause the sadness, increase. It's been shown scientifically. What we think, what we fix our mind on, can cause us health issues and can cause depression. And if you're already depressed, it worsens it. It worsens it. If you're already struggling with health issues, it makes them worse. It does. I know that for a fact because I know what it's done with me. Now, I'm not saying we all go around with sunshine and rainbows, and I'm going to admit that this is hard to do, but the advantages are amazing. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I'm not going to tell you that's going to cure everything, but I'm going to tell you it makes things better. It makes things so much better when we think on things that are worthy to be praised, that are excellent. So how do we do this? Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention and remember the little things, the good things that happen to you in a day or an hour or a minute. Pay attention. We're worrying and thinking all those ugly thoughts so many times, and for so long we're missing them. We're missing those wonderful things that can happen to us. One of my favorite things in Christmas is lights. So you might notice I have a few behind me. I love lights. Christmas lights. So that's my happiness there. I try and do what makes me and my spirit happy according to what God would have me do. It may make you happy to go out and drink in a bar, but let me tell you that alcohol is going to be ugly. You want to be around people? Great. Find a church, find a club, volunteer somewhere. Do what makes you happy and healthy. Remember those little things. Sometimes they may only be one event. Pay attention to it and remember it. Write it down. Put it on your phone, your device, your laptop, whatever. Put it down. Remember it. Remember what Philippians 4:8 says. Now, dear brothers and sisters, one final thing. Fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. Gather those good moments, those good hours, those good times. Gather them like flowers or money and store them away somewhere and go back and find them again and again. For those of you who are born again believers, thank God for them as well. It's important to gather those. I got to give you an example. Today has been a rough day for me from the minute I woke up until now while I was writing this. I was very tired. Now, I want to stop there and say something. Our health can either improve or get worse with depression and mental issues. But I also want to tell you our health has also a effect on our thoughts can have an effect on our health. When I'm thinking about all these ugly things, I'm twice as tired, and it takes me twice as long. And by the way, the pains that I have every once in a while show up too. Take care of yourself. Do what you have to do to take care of yourself. I know it's tough. I get it, especially if you're struggling with depression. It's tough, but it works. When I first struggled with depression years ago, the doctor said to get up and walk a mile in 15 minutes. And do you know it helped? I did not go out there just, I'm going to walk a mile. No, that is not what I did. But I did it because he said it would help balance out the chemicals in my brain and help to resolve my depression. and it worked. So get your health together. Get your body together. There are a million places on TV, on your devices, in different centers. My goodness, if you can't find a place to exercise, you are not looking. Find something that'll make you healthy. Get to your doctors. Get to your natural health people. Find something that'll make you get enough rest. You know, this time is crazy for many people with Christmas, kids and company parties and church, etc., etc. You know, you don't have to go to all of those. Go to the ones you're going to enjoy. Don't run yourself ragged. That causes mental health issues too. So, back to today was a rough day for me. I was extremely tired. And even the things that normally cheer me up, you know, those things that I was thinking of, they didn't. It did not work. Except what did work today is I realized I was almost done working and I can come home. No more responsibility for the day. I have no more obligations today, and that made me happy. See, many times when I struggle with depression or mental issues, it's because I have a lot of responsibility that I take care of, and I love to do that. But sometimes it's a little overwhelming, and I have to back away or just come home and enjoy my lights, enjoy my light show that I have going. Know yourself enough to tell yourself no to some things. Not everything has to be done by you. But at the same time, don't get into the habit of just sitting around and not doing anything. That's not any better. Join a club, join a church, join a group of some sort that you have interest in. Don't have an interest in something? Find something. Try them. Get out and move. It's important for your mental health. So, and it made me happy to come home because now I can work on the presents I have for my family, and if my family's watching, no, you can't know right yet. It made me happy that I can watch some of my favorite Christmas movies, or just any movie. It doesn't have to be Christmas. Some Christmas movies I don't like, and that's okay to not watch them. Others I love. And I can work on my Christmas letters and cards that I'm going to send to my friends out of state. These are the things I like doing. What do you like doing? Have you figured that out? It took me a while to figure it out. It took me a while to go, what do I really like doing? For Christmas, I spent a lot of years doing things for Christmas for my family. What a pleasure. How great was that? But I don't have that now. So now I had to figure out what I like to do. That's important. What do you like to do? And if you're in a family or you're married or you have a partner, find out what you both like to do and walk that out. It is okay to enjoy the things you like to do. I promise you it is. What I did, what did I do during the day? What did I do? I kept giving those difficult things when I couldn't find anything that was really making me feel better. Although I got to tell you, well, yeah, what I did during the day is I kept giving those difficult things to God and asked for His help. And I worked on remembering the happy times, okay? So it never really lifted off of me until the end of the day, but that's okay. It really was okay because I know there's always something out there that's going to make me happy. And then when I had to go to the stores for my different clients that I had today, I started joking with them. There's one gal, I had to go to this veterinarian's office, and it says on their door, must be on leash past this door. And of course, I met the animals. So I went up to the clerk and I said, I'm not on a leash, can I come in? And she started cracking up laughing. And she goes, well, we got one. And I said, no, I don't really need one. And so then she gave me what I needed for my client. And then just before I left, she says, we got an extra one if you want it. And we just cracked up laughing. That was so much fun. So do things that'll make you happy. Life does not have to be about the struggles and the worry. It really doesn't. And I enjoyed my drive to this clinic, and I enjoyed it on purpose. How many times do you drive somewhere and you're not even paying attention? You're not even paying attention to the Christmas lights that are out right now. You're not even paying attention to the sunrise or the sunset or the pretty landscape. I enjoyed that drive, even if I was still working. I enjoyed that drive on purpose. So, now I'm at the end of the day and I'm okay. Life goes on. Nothing major happened today, praise God. Even that, the lack of major things, difficult things happening. Just be happy that the day went on. Just be happy. I want to ask you, what makes you happy? Do you know? Do you know what makes you happy? I had to learn that. I had to learn what made me happy and what put a smile on my face, and my spirit made my spirit happy. Because like I said, I took care of my family for 36 years. Then I started looking for the things that made me happy. I remember one time I went to the store shortly after I started living alone, and I thought, I have to figure out what I like to eat, because I had prepared meals for my family for 36 years. So now all of a sudden I'm going to the store and I'm not buying for a family. I had to learn how to cut down my food, and I had to learn how to what I liked. So I looked for those things. Look for the things you like. Look for the things that make you smile. Look for the things that lift your spirit. It may be music. I love praise and worship music. It may be a movie. Grab that movie. And that, I want to encourage you. Movies, music, reading, please, 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 if you're trying to encourage yourself, don't expect a murder mystery is going to do that. Find a funny movie. Find an old Three Stooges movie, or find something that's funny or will lift you up. Look, this may not cure all the mental struggles that we all deal with, but it's sure going to help when we start to look and for those things and think on those things that are excellent and praiseworthy. It's going to help, I promise you. It's helped me for years, including today. Also, I want to encourage you today that no matter where you are or what you've done, there's hope in Jesus. I want to encourage you today to reach out to Him. He already knows the struggle you're in, but He has the power, the ability, the desire, and the love for you to help you through. Also, if you feel like hurting yourself or others, please, 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 first call out to God for help, and then reach out to people. God uses His people to help. Call the police, call the hospital, call the Y, call your pastor if you have one, call your mental health clinic, call your doctor, your psychiatrist, call or text the 988 suicide hotline. Everybody's there to help you. Just tell them you need help. There's a friend of mine that's in the hospital right now, and she herself said, there's so many people out here to help me. And that's an amazing thing. And then keep reaching out until you find the people that will help you, that are a good fit for you. Just because one doesn't work doesn't mean that it's hopeless. There are people out there that are made just for you, designed by God, and given to you to help you become healed, help you become whole, help you become delivered. And I know some of y'all struggle with some things, and there's not a complete healing, but there's a better place. Mentally, there's a better place for you, and there may even be a better place for you physically. When your mind gets healed, many times your physical body heals. So think on these things. Think on these things. I'm going to say it again. Let me get to it. One final thing. Fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable. Fix them. Fix them. Right, pure, lovely, admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. Think on them. Fix your mind on them. It's going to take practice. It isn't going to happen overnight. But it is going to happen. You don't have to constantly think about that pain, that struggle, that hurt, that emotional hurt. You don't have to. All it's doing is hurting your body and your mind anyway. Think about things that are good. And think about helping others. There are so many places God has given us to get help. And all you have to do is reach out and keep reaching out to find people that will help you, that are a good fit for you. Just because one doesn't work, I'm repeating myself and I know it, but I want you to hear this. Just because one doesn't work doesn't mean that it's hopeless. There are people out there just for you that God has designed and given to you to become whole, healed, and delivered. I love you, and I'm praying for you. If you feel this video has helped someone or has helped you, would you please share it on your Facebook page, YouTube, Instagram, whatever? And most of all, would you please pray for me and this ministry? God's got an amazing plan for you, a future and a hope. Thank you. I pray you are I pray God richly blesses you, and we see you next week at 5 here on Friday's Hope. I love you so much.